It's lovely to see you. I'm excited to have this opportunity to talk to you about the Program Quality and Impact section of Ubora. Thank you so much for joining me with this session today. As we all know, here at CARE, our priority is ensuring that we have quality programming that achieves our desired impact. Ubora helps us evaluate how well we're actually doing this. It will allow us to pull together information from many different areas of our work, such as how well we reflect the program characteristics, programming principles, and other key program strategies in the design and implementation of our projects and programs. How well we are prepared for and respond to emergencies, the results of our projects and programs, our advocacy efforts, and information about our overall impact, and the progress made with the program approach and signature programs. Bringing all of this information together and looking at it alongside of key program support data will help us conduct overall analysis about the quality of our work. This analysis will lead to better decision making, knowledge sharing, learning, and improvement. Today I'm going to focus on explaining two key elements of the program section of Ubora. First, I'm going to talk about impact measurement, and then I'll discuss the new tool that will help us evaluate our program quality. So let's begin with our discussion about impact. Now, when we talk about good performance, the most important thing for CARE to consider is whether or not we have achieved the impact we seek. Is the work that we do contributing to creating long-term, sustainable change in the lives of people in poor communities? What difference does CARE make? It is very important for us to be able to systematically measure our impact as an organization. Internally, it will help ensure that we're achieving our desired results, and it will enable more strategic decision-making and better investment strategies. Externally, having impact data will be useful for staff to be able to communicate CARE's value to donors, governments, partners, and communities. CARE has a solid foundation to build on, given the work of the Strategic Impact Inquiry on Women's Empowerment, the work in the Latin America and Caribbean region to begin evaluating their contribution to the Millennium Development Goals, and much of the work of sectoral teams in the past. It is now important for us to be more systematic about how we measure our impact, building on this solid foundation and improving it by streamlining some of our existing processes and developing new sets of indicators, data collection, and analysis processes. Staff at all levels emphasize that impact measurement should be a focus area for the organization this year, and so it was identified as a global AOP priority for FY10. Now let's hear from Maliha Khan, the Director of the Program Impact Unit at CARE, about how we're going to approach impact measurement at CARE this year. Maliha is traveling this week and unable to attend the conference, but before she left, she taped this message to share with all of us.
Hi, this is Maliha Khan, and I'm the Director for Program Impact at CARE. We're going to be measuring program impact at CARE more stringently than we have before because it's important to report our impact for donors, for the people we work with, and in order to do effective policy advocacy and fundraising. So impact measurement is a topic of great interest at CARE currently, and across the board, from country offices up to the EMT and board level. As you know, we've had a process in place for this last year in which we've started to look at how we can incorporate impact measurement more fully into the work that CARE does. What we're going to be doing in the next coming year, and all of you are going to be involved in, is that we're setting up a set of global indicators that are based on the MDGs, the Millennium Development Goals, and we're going to have a set of Millennium Development Indicators that have been adapted for CARE. We're working on these, drafting these indicators right now. We're very close to getting the final set of indicators after consultation with the key stakeholders at CARE. And after we draft these, what we're going to put in place is working with a few select country offices, some of which will be learning labs and some of which will be other country offices in different contexts, we're going to try to come up with what process do we need to have in place to actually collect data on these indicators, what resources do we need in order to do it, what capacities do we need to build across care in order to be able to collect the rigorous and credible data along with the indicators. We're going to be involving a large group of people ranging from headquarters staff to DRDs to, of course, our country office staff in trying to achieve this. So we hope at the end of the year we will have our draft set of indicators, which we will be testing in these key country offices. We'll have guidelines and processes and manuals with which people can see how to set up an impact measurement system that will look at these indicators and be able to provide care data on it, and we will have a process in place of how we will actually go about providing the resources, the capacity, and the people needed to put a system like this in place. And that's going to be what we're going to be doing on impact measurement for the next year at CARE. Thank you.
Thanks, Maliha. We're looking forward to the learning that I know will emerge this year as we wrestle with how to best build on our past work with impact measurement and really deepen our understanding about how to move forward. Now let's discuss the new tool that will help us evaluate our program quality. Let's take a closer look at the Ubora Program Quality Assessment Tool, or the PQAT. This tool is new for most of the organization. Learning Labs tested a version of this tool in FY09 and gave useful feedback that helped us improve it and create this updated version. Make sure to look at pages 17 through 21 of the Ubora User Guide for more details about the tool and the reporting requirements for this year. I'd like to take a few minutes to give you a general introduction to the PQAT, what it is for, and how to use it. The PQAT is a tool that helps us assess how well we are designing and implementing our programming based on the program characteristics and principles. This will primarily be applied in FY10 by country offices that are designing programs or already have programs in place, because the programming characteristics will apply more directly to their work. Now, we all know that CARE is in the midst of transitioning to a program approach. For those COs who do not yet have programs in place, there is a section of the tool that can be used to assess the quality of existing projects. I just came back from CARE Nepal, where I had the opportunity to work with staff and to apply the PQAT to the JANSEEP project, or the Janajati's Socio-Economic Empowerment Project. JANSEEP is a 5-year project that focuses on contributing to poverty reduction and empowerment of the highly marginalized indigenous Janajatis group in Nepal. CARE Nepal decided to apply the PQAT to JANSEEP because they have an upcoming midterm review, and also because they're currently forming their programs, and it will be helpful to assess JANSEEP's work and how it can contribute to the programs. A mix of around 14 staff from the Program Development and Quality Assurance Unit, program support functions, and 5 different project teams were involved in applying the tool. Although for this workshop we were unable to invite partners, we encourage this tool to be applied with partners when possible. In fact, a few weeks later, CARE Nepal did just that, in applying their tool in one of the quarterly review and reflection workshops that they have in place. When we applied the PQAT, we filmed the group of CARE Nepal staff applying the tool to share with the rest of the organization. I was acting as facilitator for this process, and I'd like to show you a clip of where I explain the purpose of the tool, the role that Learning Labs have played in testing it, and its role in help facilitating the program approach.